Inside the AHSAA, your weekly look at Alabama high school athletics with your host, Luke Robinson. Brought to you by TeamIP.com, AL.com, Encore Rehabilitation, Alpha Insurance, Wilson, South Point Bank, Russell Athletic, and Coca-Cola.
Welcome to the Alabama High School Athletic Association's weekly update, heard exclusively on the AHSAA radio network. I'm Luke Robinson, and I'll be bringing you this week's top stories from the AHSAA.
Artis Gilmore may well be the tallest player to ever suit up in an Alabama High School Athletic Association basketball game. He also is one of the most outstanding players to call this state his home. And last week, Gilmore became just the second AHSAA student athlete to be inducted into the Naismith National Basketball Hall of Fame. Leeds Charles Barkley was the first to be inducted in 2006. Gilmore, a 7'2" center, prepped at Carver High School in Dothan, where he graduated in 1967. He then attended Gardner-Webb for 2 years, then Jacksonville University. He led JU to the NCAA Championship Game in 1970, where Jacksonville fell to UCLA 80-69. During the 2 years that Gilmore played NCAA basketball at Jacksonville, he became only one of 5 basketball players ever to average 20 points and 20 rebounds over his career. Gilmore led the NCAA in rebounding both years at Jacksonville, and his career average of 22.7 rebounds per game is still the highest in NCAA Division I history. He was drafted into the NBA by the Kentucky Colonels and immediately became a superstar, being surpassed only by Julius Dr. J. Irving as the league's premier player, according to most experts. He was so immediately dominant that he earned the rare distinction of being selected both the Rookie of the Year and the league's Most Valuable Player award for his first season in 1971. Over his 5-year ABA career, Gilmore led the ABA 4 times in rebounding average, twice in both field goal percentage and blocks per game, and once in personal fouls. He was named to the All-ABA First Team 5 straight seasons and the All-Defensive Team 4 times. He played in the ABA All-Star Game all 5 years he was in the league, earning the 1974 Games MVP honor. In 74-75, he led the Colonels to the ABA Championship and was named the ABA Playoffs MVP. During his days as an ABA dominator, Gilmore established league records for both career field goal percentage, career block shots in a season, and rebounds in a game. He then became the #1 pick in the NBA overall by the Chicago Bulls in a special draft of ABA players once the league folded. He went on to pull down 9,161 rebounds in 909 NBA games. He played in 6 NBA All-Star games and played for the Bulls, San Antonio Spurs, and closed his career with the Boston Celtics. Gilmore is one of 3 Alabamians to rank in the NBA's top 50 all-time rebounders. Gilmore is one of 3 Alabamians to rank as one of the NBA's top 50 all-time rebounders. Charles Barkley of Leeds ranks 17th, and Ben Wallace of Hayneville, still active, is 33rd with 10,092 rebounds in 905 games. He is also one of 3 Alabamians ranked in the NBA's top 25 for career block shots. Gilmore had a combined ABA-NBA career averages of 18 points, 2 blocks, and 12 rebounds. The Alabama Sports Hall of Fame member was enshrined into the National Basketball Hall of Fame along with former NBA players Dennis Rodman, Arvydas Sabonis, Tom Satch Sanders, and Chris Mullin, Olympic gold medalist Teresa Edwards, the late Harlem Globetrotter Reese Goose Tatum, and coaches Tex Winter, Tara Vanderveer, and Herb McGee.
We'll be back with more Inside the AHSAA in just a moment.
Style points don't show up in the box score. Talking a good game has never won a championship. And we're sorry to break it to you. It's not the shoes. It's the work, the pride, the blood, and the tears. Because Russell's wicking sweat out of the equation. Russell Dry Power Moisture wicking tees and fleece. The next evolution in over 100 years of raw performance.
Volleyball teams opened the 2011-12 AHSAA season this week with many of the schools playing matches on Thursday night. The Juanita Bodie Invitational Tournament annually highlights the week of competition. This week's tournament at Thompson High School features many of the state's top teams, including 6A defending champ Huntsville. Pool play matches will be played Friday night and Saturday morning, with the championship round of competition concluding the tournament Saturday afternoon. Several other tournaments are also scheduled, including the annual Briarwood Serve-Off Tournament at Briarwood Christian High School and the Sachs Invitational in Anniston.
Remember as a kid playing touch football in the streets until the lights came on? Or pick up basketball in the driveway under the house lights? High school sports have always been an important part of our communities here in Alabama. So know that when you come to South Point Bank for the purchase or refinance of your home, we'll be there from the time your children play under the backyard lights till they're showcasing their talent under Friday night lights. South Point Bank, proud corporate sponsor of the AHSAA, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Football fans will have a rare treat this weekend at Montgomery's Crampton Bowl to not only see 3 defending state football championship teams in action, but also will have the chance to see some of the nation's top prep football recruits. The season kicks off unofficially with jamboree contests all across the state. None more exciting than the 6th annual AL.com Champions Challenge Football Classic, which is this Friday and Saturday. The Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association hosts the 3-game event at newly renovated Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. The preseason classic, which does not count on any of the school's season records, kicks off Friday night, August 19th, with Class 4A defending state champ Thomasville facing Class 5A powerhouse Hueytown at 7 p.m. Saturday's doubleheader begins at 5 p.m. with defending 1A state champ Sweetwater taking on 2010 3A runner-up Hamilton. The nightcap is defending 6A state champion Daphne versus powerhouse Clay Chalk. Among the top prospects on display will be Hueytown quarterback Jameis Winston, a 6'4" Florida State commitment who tied for MVP honors at the National Quarterback Combine in California this summer. Thomasville linebacker Tyler Hayes, one of the South's top linebacking prospects, will be in the same game Friday night. He has committed to Alabama. Auburn's prize commitment TJ Yeldon of Daphne, a running back with over 1,200 yards rushing last season, will lead the Trojans into Saturday's battle with the Cougars. The AL.com Champions Challenge will be broadcast live over the AHSAA radio network and can be found at www.ahsaa.com. The 3 games will also be televised live by Raycom and can be found at the following portal: www.theahsaanetwork.com/browse/upcoming, as well as the Raycom websites of TV affiliates WSFA TV 12 in Montgomery, WBRC 6 in Birmingham, WAFF TV 48 in Huntsville, WDFX TV in Dothan, and the AHSAA Sports Network.
Until next week, this is Luke Robinson saying thanks for joining us on Inside the AHSAA.